Hey everyone, my name is Anna Wennblad and I'm the project leader of this fantastic project, European Citiverses Uniting for Inclusiveness. I work at Lindholmen Science Park and we are the technical coordinator of this project. So welcome to today's Project Level Up session. And let me start like this. So regarding this project name that we have, I always tell the story first about how abbreviations and how this tells our story. So European signifies where we operate. We are raising stakeholder awareness across Europe and across businesses. Citiverse is what we are building. A groundbreaking initiative in developing a new digital layer of urban life, connecting people, places, and services through AI-enhanced digital twin enabling interoperability. Uniting describes how we work. We are working and using the methodology universal design to create a human-centric solution. And inclusiveness is our why we're doing, setting a new standard for accessibility across Europe. So we are transforming Gothenburg, our pilot city, and embracing the quality of many different types of people and treating everyone fairly. So we believe effective solutions come from understanding problems deeply. Our target is to test and apply how digital twin and state-of-the-art AI can integrate inclusiveness. And see you is our greeting gesture to you. And for now, it's hello. So let's take the next slide. Okay, our project objectives. This is what we strive for and this is what we do. And we have 4 different project objectives. The first one is inclusive digital twin design. The other one is AI enhanced technical development and service integration. The third one is about communication and strategic communication for project replication and outreach. And 4, development of a sustainable and scalable business model. And the 4th one is the topic of today. To see the next slide. Okay, about our project level up sessions. So we hosting this, I'm representing then the project management and coordination work package and overall project management. So we are then having this platform and knowledge platform and these are like training sessions in order to strengthen skills and ensure compliance and also then to spark collaboration across our project community. And the next slide is, okay, so we have had, during springtime, we have had some of these project level up sessions in different topics. Just want to highlight them because they are available on our Teams. So you can see the recording afterwards, and it's also been most of them has been published on our website and our LinkedIn channel as well. So if you missed anyone or want to refresh your memory about these topics, you are welcome to come in and learn and see this whenever you have the time. We have had topics like interoperability, AI, compliance, and about the prototype, and also just before the summer holidays we had about this, the Citiverse community. Today we will speak of who's in it for what, about value propositions and the strategic commitments that we develop within the project. And we also have 3 sessions planned for the rest of the year. On October 14 we are doing 1 year already. Let's see what that comes up. We have a plan for that, me and Monica. And for November, we will have Jenny Lindström-Beyer from VP2 about universal design and findings and research. And then for December session, we are welcome any ideas and whatever topic so far you have on that one. So back to today's session. It's about the business development, who's in it for what, and the value propositions. We have two speakers with us here for today. We have Julia Olander from City of Gothenburg, who will share how the city has strengthened their competence in working with AI. And then how combining these technical methods development with the user-centric methods. And then we have Loredana, who's from Iceberg Plus, who's also the work package leader of number 5, the business development, who will then speak about the enhanced business development, the delivery she is up for that is due now in September, and also the strategic partnership formation. So with that, I think I'll pop up and welcome Julia on stage, right? So Julia, welcome to this one. And here you have the clicker, and I leave the word to you.
Thank you very much. Yes, my name is Julia Olander, and I work as a development leader in Gothenburg with digitalization, and I also support the project management team with the coordination task regarding payments, as the City of Gothenburg is the project owner of CU. I am here today to share the City of Gothenburg has strengthened its competence in working with AI by combining technical development with user-centered methods. We have gained insights into the tangible value that it creates for the city. The City of Gothenburg is facing many challenges, primarily having a growing population with more and more elderly people, at the same time as we have fewer resources and people of working age. So if we are to put together the puzzle of providing good support to more people with fewer resources, we must think in new ways and start seeing new opportunities. We need to understand when and in what way, for example, digital solution can be an opportunity, when we can take help from other resources in society, and which part our citizens want to do themselves. The City of Gothenburg's policy for digitalization and IT has decided that the City Executive Office emphasize digital first approach and prioritize the user needs when we develop new services. Då ska vi se. AI Sweden, National Center for Applied AI, which has a mission to accelerate the use of AI in Sweden. Not long ago, we became project partners in the Swedish Agency for Innovation System founded project, the purpose of which is to develop Sweden's first national AI assistant, Svea GPT, for the public sector. An initiative for collaboration between Swedish authorities, municipalities, regions, and the business community on AI for text data, coordinated by AI Sweden. From Gothenburg City, elderly care with home care services joined in the first stage of the project. In home care, the goal is to test using a digital assistant to help caregivers access important documents and get answers to the questions. For example, caregivers might need to know how to cook porridge, how to change a bandage, or what to do if a patient doesn't open the door. Currently, it's hard to find the answer in all the guiding documents. Many caregivers don't speak Swedish as their first language, and during vacation, many new staff members are working as substitutes. More departments in the city turned to us to get help with testing digital assistant. The problem is that we have limited resources when it comes to specialists in AI, in law, information architecture, InfoSec and open data. On the other hand, we had extensive experience of managing multiple development teams simultaneously in innovation development programs. We also had the opportunity to use Svea GPT as a test environment for all the groups within the city that showed interest in testing a digital assistant in their operations. Therefore, we made a simple innovation process called AI Speed. It has 5 easy steps. Through this approach, several teams can work together to navigate the process and test the AI assistant Svea GPT with their own use cases and their own data. This is also an effective way for us to gather key resources. This approach is based on learning by doing, something that we have seen has been very successful in our previous innovation speeds. What have we discovered? We save time by using a digital assistant. We go from minutes to seconds. For example, when the user tries to find the answer to questions, how do I apply for a place in preschool while protecting personal information? The measurement shows that it goes from 219 seconds in existing systems to 10 seconds with a digital assistant, which is a huge time saving. Since we are many employees, about 60,000, a saving of 30 seconds for every employee easily adds up to hours in total. We also need to keep in mind that some of these things we do often. This means that we will be able to save a lot of time, but it also means that we need to change the way we are working. We work in different parts of Gothenburg city, but we have similar problems. For example, we need to answer questions from citizens quickly and correctly. We are starting to understand that we need to work more with our data. A lot of knowledge is still available only in the heads of the employees. And we also discover that you do not own all the data yourself, which means that you need to work together in the city to be able to implement new solutions. After finishing AI Speed, the different teams could show the potential benefits in many different use cases. This led us to getting funding from the City Executive Office to put Svea GPT on-prem in Gothenburg City. By the end of the year, the digital assistant will be available for the city employees. In the CU project, we approach technical solution in a similar way. We start with the user needs. We use methods for universal design and explore technology such as AI, advanced visualization, and digital twins. To find a solution for this specific use case on the picture, we explore a combination of 4 different AI abilities. The CU project is a great opportunity for the city to collaborate and explore other areas within the AI field and how the technology can create value and support our users. Further on in the CU project, when we have a user-tested prototype, we plan to apply the same approach as with AI Speed to involve the departments within the city to explore if it's possible to scale up the solution and use it also in other areas, such as healthcare, education, and culture, for example. When we explore new solutions and in the initial phase focus on finding potential benefits, we create conditions for our investments to be valuable and helpful. Therefore, involving users throughout the development process is crucial for the service success, because the benefits only come when people use the service we provide. Which means that the business model must meet the customer needs. With high expectations and great humility, we are now on the path to a digital and inclusive Gothenburg. Thank you for listening.
So thank you so much, Julia. It was very interesting to see, and I really like that you have used our vision for the project also for Gothenburg. That's wonderful. So do we have any questions from the audience so far? Let's see. Vad står det?
Have you published any research connected to the testing of SVA-GPT?
So have you published any research connected to the testing of SVA-GPT?
Yes, we have documented quite a lot from all the testing with SVA-GPT from different teams and departments throughout the Gothenburg city. So we have quite a lot about the values we can see with the use of SVA-GPT. Yes.
Okay. So are there any place where you share this information? So
I can absolutely see if we can share this if anyone is interested, of course.
Okay, so anyone just pop a question. Let's see. I'm interested. Yeah, okay. So we will take that with us from this meeting and see if we can share some valuable knowledge from the SVA-GPT project. So other questions? No. So maybe I will go on then with some questions for you. And one of the questions I had was the value, what value does the city see in being involved in this kind of EU project?
I would say that we get the chance to innovate, explore and test new technology and learn together with other partners what creates value. We rarely have that kind of space, since it also means a risk that things may not turn out exactly as planned from start. That's why it's very valuable to take part in this kind of projects for the city of Gothenburg, I would say.
Yeah, okay, so that's nice. Nice having you. Yeah. And you mentioned a little bit about scale-up opportunities. So what scale-up opportunities do you see for other needs within the city?
I believe actually that there is endless of possibilities for developing services within the technical solution going forward. Right now we are focusing on families with disabilities, but we also have an aging population, as I just mentioned, that needs support to manage living a safe and independent life. Or there are also opportunities within education, such as being able to visualize data, for example, what the city looked like in the 1950s compared to now, or to help prepare a child who is going to visit child and adolescent psychiatry for the first time, for example. So I think there are endless of possibilities.
Endless of possibilities. And in the project, we really want to reach out and scale up also in Europe. So if any other cities want to adopt this concept, what do you think it's important for them to have in mind?
I think you should have in mind to focus on the organization strategies and to focus on the organization challenges. Then explore what opportunities the solution can bring. Spreading and scaling up a solution must always be connected to the context in which it will operate. So first of all, focus on the strategies and the challenges that you have.
Yeah, so just leave the technology until you understand what your scope and your focus is going to be.
Yeah, I will say that.
So, can we see any other questions? Otherwise, I think we will thank you so much, Julia, and we will go on to Loredana. So I hope you are ready for us.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you so much. And then we go on to Loredana's presentation. Yes, I will click.
Thank you so much. My name is Loredana. I'm VP5 lead representing Iceberg Plus. Iceberg is a consultancy company from Romania, and we work with different partners from the innovative sector. And today I'm happy to present some nuggets from our material we prepared for the business development work package. And it's about the business model and the stakeholders mapping. Next slide, please. Think of a moment when a place made your next step harder than it needed to be. And give you some seconds. I will give you some seconds to think about it. All right. And if you want to leave some comments when this happened in the past, or maybe some minutes ago, when something was harder than it needed to be, let me know. I will be very interested to read. Because, for next slide, please. Anytime can be a threshold, a stair, a crowd, a form, a sign, a mood, maybe a button. And we feel that we cannot go to the next milestone. We cannot reach the next milestone. And these things happen every day. For some people in a lower rate, for other people at every minute, I think, at every piece of stair. So through this project, I think we are building a framework where, based on innovative technologies, we can help cities and event organizers solve old problems, accessibility. So people and other citizens who might come to in our city, tourists, let's say, can plan their trips and feel that the city cares. Next slide. And for me, it's important also to present to you the difference, because we have the thresholds, what are they, versus the barriers. And here there is an important aspect. We, in our value propositions, we use the word thresholds, because this word means that there are minimum conditions, like a clear strategy, a clear step, what we have to do as a user to reach the next milestone or to overcome another challenge in our everyday life. While barriers usually are a lack of technology or lack of cost of funds to access a project, lack of clear vision, or maybe privacy challenges, societal concerns. So we use thresholds more for the abstract side and for the digital environments, while the barriers remain for the physical environments. Thank you. Next slide. How universal design describes both societal and market value. In our project, universal design is on the main stage. We use this framework in order to understand how the people see their lives in the city. And then we took the insights and tested and implemented them in digital environments, so that in the end, we will come back in the cities and improve our lives. That's the main idea. We can have multiple directions on that. So through our business model, we explore the different ways on which we can do that. And based on the strategy formation, we also plan what we can do after 2027 when the project will end. Next slide. Universal design lets us understand the different thresholds around the city without asking for some sort of permission. We just talk with the people, we interview them, and this is the work, incredible work VP2 did from our new normal. What I want to emphasize here is that universal design should not be treated as a checkbox, but rather as a practice or as an etalon for the society when every time we are building something, even though it is digital or physical. Universal design looks at every point of transitions, stairs, forms, crowds, and asks who can pass here yet. And I think that's the most important thing. If you have a website or an app, please go and visit that tool and see how can another person with a specific need can use that app or tool, or how another person can use those stairs or elevator. Is it simple? Is it clear? If not, maybe you need some universal design help. Thank you. And I want to add something else that we began the work with 4 lived user stories, normal people who want to live in the city. And we experienced and observed different ways of how people look at their experiences. Some want to know if the place where they are going is crowded or not. Some want to know how is the light. Some want to know how large is the space, if it's smaller or if it's offering a nice experience before. And why I'm saying this, that this is important, because around the globe, I think it was a study where it stated that 2 out of 10 young people are suffering of social anxiety. And this type of affection keeps them at home, keeps them not motivated to experience the city and enjoy the city as a normal citizen. Next slide, please. So through our presentation, we try to debate how universal design drives both societal and market value. Because the main goal of our deliverable for the business development side is to assess the commercial potential of this inclusive digital urban environment we want to create. First, if we look at the societal impact, that's the most important for me, and also I think for all the other people. The challenge here is that we cannot measure it in a very friendly way. Sometimes we have to create benchmarks. Sometimes we have to go to militate for new public policies, because we take everything for granted. We do not know as social actors that we can improve our lives unless we see in other cities how they are living, how they are enjoying their experiences there. Next slide, please. So I think the most important aspect for the societal impact is, and related to our project, is that we start with the people's needs and test the insights in this digital environment, and then we bring back to the street to lower the thresholds for the many. We want to see how, by understanding different elements and aspects of their lives, we can create some features and then show them to the world and see how other organizers, event organizers, organizations, companies who are developing digital tools might implement them. Next slide, please. So we started from the social impact, and we used the 4 user stories, which are, for us, some sort of design brief. because they translate directly into features. For example, accessibility routing, calmer time, router choices, or pre-visit plans. So you can see in advance what you can see there. All these features reduce anxiety and increase participation, and maybe restores the dignity for the citizens in public spaces. And if we want to connect with the market value, we can see that across Europe, there are almost 220 millions of citizens who are using or who are having digital skills. They use at least a phone. Among this number, 170 million of people go out at least once per year. And among this number, 92 million of adults live with activity limitations. They cannot experience the city or other events as other people from different reasons. If we look at these numbers, we can see that there is a high potential to use our features, inclusive features, and improve our lives for a larger number of people. Next slide. I want also to mention that the most important aspects in our work was to identify the partners who might be interested to continue our work and to collaborate for the future. This was done by expressing their interest, and we are actively collecting their opinions and interest to commit for after the end of the project, how they want to collaborate, if they are interested on the financial aspect, if they rather are interested on the research aspect. We plan to develop an initial roadmap where every partner will have a role. Some partners will be more dedicated on the research part, and they will find the research opportunities where they can bring funds and test the different environments. Other partners might be interested in simulations for different use cases. Next slide. I think the most aspect of the milestone 22 is that in the end, we see that we are all aligned in some sort. The main interest so far was to find new projects and new ways to collaborate together to share the experiences. Different partners from our consortium have experiences spanning research, business development, but also storytelling and public policies. And the first, for me, monetizing interest is to apply the features we will create for an event management platform or for a tourism agency, which will help potential tourists who might want to come in Gothenburg city to experience the city before they will pay the tickets, the flight tickets, and book the hotel. Next slide. So this was the whole presentation. More information will come in the next weeks. We also plan to have a booklet to summary the main ideas from the report after it will be reviewed by all the partners. Thank you so much for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much, Loredana. Okay, now I can see. Okay, thank you very much, Loredana. I invite you as a quizmaster here then.
Quizmaster.
Yeah.
So any questions for Loredana? I don't see any in the chat.
No, it was Fredrik who commented on Loredana's thresholds here, I believe.
Okay, yes.
But you have prepared some questions.
Yes, so if nobody is like...
Not yet.
Not yet.
You can take the floor.
I will have some questions for you, Loredana. And the first one is, I know you've been working hard, so my question is, what has been your biggest challenge so far in the project?
Oh, mute.
Are you on mute?
Yeah, sorry. I think that biggest challenge is to understand each partner's goals and constraints and see how we can find opportunities for all the partners in order to make this project sustainable for in some sort of way for each one. And I think that's the challenge.
Yes, yeah, that's easy to understand. So I like this when you talk about if the social benefit have a market value. Have you seen any like concrete examples for that from the project already?
Yes, for example, there are some institutions, international organizations who are creating benchmarks for example, health index or well-being index. And I think an opportunity for us would be also to reflect this idea of accessibility and measure it in a way, in a very clear way, and deliver this framework to other organizations would be something for me, I think will show the social benefit impact, and also it can measure it and connect it then with the business development side, with the market value. So I hope I answered clearly.
So it will be very exciting to follow that those questions around this connection between the two. I think it's very interesting within the project, and you are continuing working with your deliverables. And what is the next step? Is there anything in your deliverable that you really want to emphasize or to highlight here in this forum?
Besides the booklet, where we will present the insights and hope to answer to multiple questions from potential partners in the future, we want to position all the partners at what they are doing the best in order to help them fulfill the first milestone for us, which is the sustainability part. If they will be continuing to deliver projects and research projects and have clients, this will mean for us that we did a good job to ensure that the project remains sustainable also on their side.
Yes. So
More questions?
No more questions from me, no more questions in the chat. So please, if you have any questions for Loredana, you are very welcome to put them in the chat, or just like raise your hand, like Klaus.
Yeah,
Welcome.
so, and I was so it's also a comment, but earlier today I was listening to Visit Sweden, and they are like funded by the government to attract visitors coming to Sweden, and they have just published an API where everyone who has like a visitor's experience can upload their product. They call it a product that you could go to a microbrewery or walk in the forest or something. And I was just thinking about the business model there. But there should be a value for Gothenburg, the city or the region, like eventually that this digital twin will become part of what Visit Sweden offers or shows, where you can find it, where you can search. So like Gothenburg becoming a tourist destination that's more inclusive than most other tourist destinations. So yeah, something like that. Is that also part of the business model?
Yes.
Thinking so.
Yes, it is, and I think the challenge, another challenge for the business model is also to decide together on which direction or what's the sector we want to address, because there are multiple type of opportunities, for example, for tourism, but this is not the only one. And in the end, when we will continue our development and communication part, I think the challenge is to decide towards which type of stakeholder we want to communicate more. I think that's another step to fill, because tourism can be a sector, and we can choose other two, let's say, but we cannot have all the sectors and promote towards all the sectors and any kind of organizations. So far we identified in our report, based on our findings, we have areas dedicated on the research side, on innovative projects, especially for European calls, and also we have on corporate side some interest for running pilots, and also for public organizations. A partner told me that a hospital might be interested also to understand more the digital environment and see how we can support them. And I think the horizon is full of opportunities. We just need to choose where we can dedicate our resources.
So that sounds like there will be a lot of spin-off projects around this work that we are doing. So thank you so much. And do we see any more hands and questions?
Now I come to that one. Okay.
Yeah. So if we don't have any more questions, I leave it.
What do we say then?
Then I leave it to you to like wrap it up and
always that
close.
Cliffhanger, Monica. Yeah, but so thank you everyone for joining today. We are about then to close this session, and do reach out to Julia or Loredana if you have any follow-up questions or think of everything. You thought of the question, but you didn't have time to put it on or something. But or you looked at this after this live session. But anyhow, we always therefore support each other. I think that's important to know, and this is a collaborative work going ahead. And next time we will have this 1 year kick.
Yeah,
kicking.
Kicking.
We found a good name of it, but
still kicking.
Still kicking, yeah. So we'll find a good name and see you back in October, mid-October somewhere.
Yeah, 14.
See you soon, as we say. Take care.
Yeah, see you.
This one.
See you.